Good afternoon and welcome. We are in live from the show, from the TV show of the ICS exhibition in Toulouse. We are exactly in the place where the best specialists of innovation are at the moment. And to continue to talk about innovation, I am with Jean-Marc Darchy. He is Business Development Manager at Freescale. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Could you explain what a microcontroller is and does?
Yes, so microcontroller, microprocessor are the heart and the brain of most electronic systems today. So everything done by an electronic system is controlled, managed, supervised by a microcontroller. So this is really the center of all the innovation that's happening in this world. The new capabilities, the new possibilities, they are enabled by this type of component that are called microcontrollers.
What innovation are you seeing around microcontrollers?
So a lot of things are happening in the semiconductor industry in this space of microcontroller. Innovation in the different ways. First, always lower and lower power consumption. So those equipment will run longer on battery, they will drain less power, the battery will be smaller. This is the first direction of innovation for all those components. Second direction is size. We want them smaller and smaller and smaller. Why? Because you can then fit them into unbelievable spaces, okay? For example, I have with me what is the smallest microcontroller in the world. Okay.
This is the smallest microcontroller in the world?
Yes.
Wow.
So it's less than 2 millimeters by 2 millimeters in size. So it allows a brand new breadth of usage, actually. Okay. We have customers that are using them into, for example, swallowable pills. And during the process of digestion, the pill will analyze your secretion, will analyze your stomach, and so on and so forth, record all the data, and then you can analyze what's has been happening during digestion. So this is type of thing that was completely unbelievable a few years ago only. So size will make also your device smaller and smaller, more portable, more wearable, like what we say. And finally, we're also working on cost and performance, because all those equipment I will be showing later on, they require always more and more and more performance. So higher video definition, higher processing, you want to receive GPS, you want to do Wi-Fi, you want to do multiple tasking with those processors, and so it requires more and more performance. So you can see that innovation in this space is many direction, and I would say the leadership of Freescale in that space is that we work on each of those axes and combine them together.
You already gave us some example, but how is this applicable to the market, and what future do you see with this? So
we are already a step into the future. Okay, so the first step is all those applications are becoming portable, wearable. I have with me applications that were not possible 10 years ago, and thanks to the evolution of those components, of those microcontrollers, of those batteries, of those analog sensors, because you need to sense the world, you need to take pictures, you need to sense the temperature, you need to sense a variety of signals, and this is not with our analog component as well, and sensors. And now all of this can be integrated in very, very tiny semiconductors. So you have on this table few examples of what we have. So now in the watch, like this Garmin watch, in which we have our Kinetis microcontroller, it's not only now giving you the time, it's giving you obviously the number of steps you have done during your run, how many calories you have spent. It is integrating a GPS receiver, so you can download on your map the path you have been following. And so it's multi functionalities into a tiny piece of equipment. Apple just announced his Apple Watch, but we've been working on this type of watch for many years already. And I have an example here with me called the I Am Watch, which is an Android-based watch, exactly like a tablet in a much smaller form factor and a much more wearable form factor, on which you can load all your application. You can have it with you. You can have receive your SMS. It can actually tell the SMS, and you don't have to read them. And finally, we have this GoPro camera, which is well known by a lot of our young teenagers and more, because many of them carry them now on their helmet when they do sports, when they do all type of activities, and put them on the social networks. And we are also at the heart of this type of equipment with a microcontroller, basically handling all the operation. When you press the button, it takes the action. It displays the various parameters of the camera on the LCD display. And why I put this box below is just to show you the evolution and the innovation that has been happening in this world. If we were to build this camera, let's say 8 to 10 years ago, the battery required to, I would say, to keep this camera running for, let's say, 3-4 hours would be the size of this box. So within less than 10 years, less than 10 years, it has shrunk to a point that now it is fully portable. So this is really a good example of how innovation into space, into power consumption, into performance, because now those cameras are capable of running, of recording 1080p's and more 4Ks, are now possible thanks to the evolution of the component manufactured by people like us.
What is Freescale doing to drive innovation internally?
Innovation is at the heart of the semiconductor. If you want to keep your leadership position, you have to keep innovating. And Freescale has taken very strong decision, as innovation is really the strategic axis of development of the company. Freescale has just developed the concept of a discovery lab. Okay, what is a discovery lab? This is a pool of engineers coming across the world to really put into action their ideas, their wildest, maybe craziest idea they have never been able to achieve, I would say, realize. In this discovery lab, we give them a chance. Okay, spend 1 year, spend 2 years on this idea. Maybe there will be no future because it's too crazy, or maybe there will be a breakthrough in the industry. And so we have been creating a first discovery lab in our headquarters in Austin. And just yesterday, our Chief Executive Officer, Greg Lowe, just has been opening in Toulouse, in this area, the second worldwide discovery lab. So based in our offices here in Toulouse, where we will have engineers coming from across the world and trying those new ideas. Okay, so you can see how this is at the heart of what we are doing and how we are encouraging, this innovation, even if we are not sure all those ideas will come through, I would say, production.
And today you are introducing all this innovation on the ICS exhibition, but we will also be able to meet you on another event very soon in Paris. Can you say some words?
Absolutely. First, we are very, very glad to be there. We met a lot of very interesting people, and we want to carry on this. We have our next event where people can meet us and see all these new products we are introducing and how to use them. Will be done in Paris, in France, in Roland Garros, so easy to remember, Roland Garros on the 14th of October, where we will showcase all those new products, analog products, sensor products, microcontroller products, and people who can see how you can program, how you can develop with those products and bring their new ideas into action moving forward.
Thank you Jean-Marc Darchy, and so what we can say, see you there.
See you there, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.